So when you are thinking about last season at any point in time, what leaps to mind for you for a team that, in a mind's eye of a lot of people in chairs like mine, you arrived earlier than people would expect the year before,
Sure.
and then there were some expectations last year that I think you'd agree went unmet, and I'm wondering what your 2 cents on that would be when you think of last year.
I just think that, certainly the season never ends the way you want it to unless you're holding that Lombardi trophy. So,
Right.
But it was a little bit disappointing to have an opportunity to go into Minnesota and not get the job done, and then we lost the last game versus the Bears, and then into the playoffs versus Philly. So I think, there was some disappointment there. I think there was a lot of great lessons that we need to learn from moving forward.
What are they? What would you say?
Well, I think that our game is so competitive, and there's a lot of things that are not within your control. So you got to maximize each and every moment, and that's all that goes into the preparation of being able to make the plays in those big time games. And so I would just say just being super intentional about how we go about our business and the preparation that we put into it.
Sort of the team growing up together? Is that what you're alluding to?
Yeah, I think there's a lot of that. And I know for 2 years in a row we've been the youngest team in the National Football League, but at the end of the day, nobody cares. So you have to grow up fast, and you have to learn from every experience, both good and bad.
Well, Josh Jacobs appears to be a hand-in-glove fit here in
Yeah,
Green Bay.
he's been awesome.
What'd you learn about him?
He is as advertised. Obviously, coming from the Raiders, we had Rich Bisaccia that had been around him.
Mm-hmm.
Derek Ansley, who's our defensive back coach, was with him at Alabama, and I would say he's as advertised. Those guys said you're going to get the ultimate competitor, and he's been exactly that. He's been a great leader, a great force within our locker room. And matter of fact, I just saw him today working out at the facility, and it was great to see him.
Yeah, I mean, and boy, did you really, used him as a hammer, like a first quarter hammer, quite a bit.
I'd say a 4-quarter.
Well, I mean, I that's for sure. But just in the first quarter, on occasion, you were tone setting quite a bit.
Absolutely,
using him last year.
He is a tone setter, so he is going to run behind his pads, and you're going to feel him. And I think he's just got that ability to wear down defenses.
Right. So your message to Packers fans going into the draft tonight is what? Just another way of me trying to sneak in a little peek behind the curtain about the 23rd overall pick tonight, just to walk straight through the front door.
We're going to get the best player available. How about that? It's not sexy, I know.
No, I know. It's
hydration.
It's not hydration. I agree. It's not hydration.
And I will be well hydrated.
Well, I don't want you crapping up at the big moment, man. Yeah. For sure. But I don't know. I mean,
I love how you guys got that, by the way.
Which is what? That's my photograph.
Is it?
I'm
so
not
as
kidding you.
You flew into the airport.
As I deplaned.
Trust me, I've gotten a lot of text messages over the last couple of days. Like, are you serious?
Yes, you're serious. Well, I mean, your face doesn't say you're serious, but again, I would love it if tonight Roger Goodell steps to the podium with the 23rd overall pick in the draft. The Green Bay Packers select hydration. That would be fantastic.
Put a plug in to him.
I will. You know what? I can do I can actually go in the back and fill in the card. I know. Sure. I can. Well, actually, it's a player's name. You just fill in the team on the card. So you just tell me who you want. I'll do that.
All right.
As a thank you for you coming here.
Let's do it.
You tell me the name of the player. You got to tell me that I can't just write best player available down. You know what I mean? You're going to have to give me a name.
Who do you think we're going to pick?
Who do I think you're going to pick? Well, I think you're going to take Ibuka.
Really?
Out of Ohio State. Not a single. You just nodded your head. I could just start naming names and see if I hit on one that you really want.
Well, I famously heard they've never taken a first-round wide receiver. So.
Well, that's not true.
It hasn't been one in a long time.
I think it's been like, 2002?
Okay.
Yeah, was it Javon Walker?
It was Javon Walker.
Sorry,
Right?
nobody for
Look at
Aaron
me, huh?
Rodgers,
Look
I
at you.
famously heard.
Some might call you an expert.
You know what? I've been around.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show live weekdays from 12 to 3 p.m. Eastern on Roku Sports Channel in the U.S.